What the dumbest thing you've ever heard is? 1. A girl in math class didn't understand fractions. We got down to this because the teacher was explaining something else pretty simple that she didn't understand. So broke it down and figured out she didn't get fractions. Well, that's a little odd, but with a minute of explanation, she should get it. Nope. The teacher asked, "What is larger, half or 1/3?" The girl pointed to the smaller piece. The teacher walked out of the classroom. 2. When I did tattoos, I had a guy come into the shop that wanted Mr. 113 inches on his wrist. Not really all that out of the ordinary. We get it drawn up, my coworker placed it, and she starts to do the tattoo. As soon as she starts, the guy screams in pain and jumps up. What the hell is in that thing? Is there a needle in there? That shit hurts. What? This guy was in his 30s or 40s. How do you not know how tattoos are done? He said, "I don't know, just thought it was some permanent ink or something." The guy went outside for almost an hour to smoke and I guess hype himself up. He got the outline done at least, but couldn't take the paint anymore and didn't get it filled. Still can't believe he didn't know tattoos were done with a needle. 3. I used to work at a grocery store and this elderly woman said, "25 cents a pound? I can get them 4 pounds for $1 at Safeway." 4. My mom once asked if they had wind in Canada. 5. I drive for Uber on the weekends, and one time a girl who was in her late 20s told me that I was making her uncomfortable. I haven't said a word the whole trip, so I asked how I could make the situation better. She said she didn't like how I was keep playing with the fidget stick in the middle of my car. I drive a manual. She then told me that I didn't need to use that because her car didn't have that and claimed to be a mechanic. 6. If I could find a country that didn't take immigrants, then I'd move there. 7. I was in a college class and we were talking about agriculture. Me being from a farming town, I was explaining how important certain aspects of farming are interesting and super important. This one student was not budging. She was refusing whatever I was saying. I asked her why she was so against farming, and she said, "I think we should get rid of all of them. We don't need them." I asked her if she liked to eat, and she said, "We'd be fine. We could just get food from the stores." I asked her how she planned on getting that food into the store. She responded with, "Well, they already make all the food in the stores, right? Why do we need farms? They're stealing money from our local businesses." So, in a nutshell, she thought everything, flowers, fish, chicken, loaf, bread, and like everything, was made in the stores, and that's why we don't need farms. 8. Had a friend over years ago, and we were talking about my plasma TV. He said that he would never buy a plasma TV because he didn't want to have to replace the plasma when it ran out. I didn't correct him. I thought it would be best if he didn't buy a plasma TV. 9. Oxygen doesn't come from trees, it comes from the air.